last night in the Middle East. We lost 3 brave souls in an attack on one of our bases. And I'd ask for a moment of silence for all 3 of those fallen souls.
Jesus.
We shall respond.
Welcome back with another banger. It's the React Files, where we react
to the creepiest, craziest, scariest TikToks. You shouldn't watch alone.
I hope you're having a good night. If you haven't already, please take a second just to smash that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, just to make sure the algorithm knows what's up. So let's get straight to it.
Stop. If you're in America, you're not going to want to miss this, because it has came to my attention that 3 American troops has just now been killed in Jordan by a drone attack, and more than 30 have been injured, which is not good for anybody, because now Joe Biden is now saying that we will respond. In a press conference he did in South Carolina, they're now blaming these Iranian-backed military groups in Yemen. While we on the subject of war, do not forget what's going on at the southern border. We have all these migrants that's coming into the States. Some is coming through the border, is on the FBI terror watch list. Now, let's use our critical thinking. Do we honestly think that none of America's opposition has found the way to creep through the border and wait for that perfect time for when they pop this war off? My American people, keep your eyes open and stay vigilant. We know what times that we be in. Let me know y'all thoughts on this escalation in the Middle East in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if you want that exclusive content. Hit that Gmail if y'all trying to do business.
Talk about having the worst timing ever, right? I feel like the administration can't grab a break right now. So much going on, a lot on the plate.
If I was a governor here, I would be afraid, because all of these people in China, military age, India, military age, even myself, I'm military age. And there's a question is coming up in here, one scary question. If an incident between US and China occur in Taiwan, what these people do? Or they come aside of US, or they take China's side? Don't know, and no one's know.
What was the route you took from Iran?
Come to Turkey, and Turkey to Mexico, Mexico to United
So
States.
what would prevent a terrorist from doing the same thing?
Nothing. Exactly nothing.
That's scary.
Real scary. I'm telling you, friend, if you see Europe, the people, the politician in Europe is sleeping now. Well, like, don't be offended, but Joe Biden is sleeping at the moment.
It's terrible.
It's far more than terrible. Not for US, for the all of the war. Just look at the world. We have 3 war. We have sanction. We have a recession in the entire planet. Everyone say I'm wrong, but if you like it or not, if a recession come in US, there will like a pandemic comes in all the countries, and Joe Biden is doing this. It's not good.
So Trump was better. You want Trump back in office?
Despite that they fears us, if you come, Trump is back, you will be deported. Yes, I want Trump back.
Wow, that's a powerful statement.
Despite that, because he just create. We have a sentence in our country. That means a lot for this moment. We say, I said in Persian, then I will rephrase it in English for you. We say, آنکه با مادر خود زنا کند با دیگران چه ها کند. That means if someone betray his family and his mother, just think about that, what he can do with the others.
Yeah, if he doesn't respect them, how will he respect
Joe
you?
Biden don't respect the US.
Wow.
That's my opinion.
Thank you.
Yo, rest in peace to them soldiers that we lost in Jordan.
What is your message to Hezbollah and its backer, Iran?
Don't.
What's the message to Iran?
Don't.
It was very important to send a very clear message to anyone who might seek to take advantage of the conflict in Gaza to threaten our personnel here or anywhere else in the region. Don't do it.
Of World War III said this attack would have never happened if I was president, not even a chance, just like the Iranian-backed Hamas attack on Israel would never have happened, the war in Ukraine would never have happened, and we would right now have peace throughout the world. Instead, we're on the brink of World War III. You know, tough to back up all those statements, obviously, Guy, but he clearly is portraying what he saw as his time in office as being peaceful.
Are American troops now in the Red Sea, in Iraq, possibly in other places, dying for the sake of Israel? All these actions, are they for the sake of Israel? And not just Israel, but a right-wing fascist majority that now has been said by the UN's highest court, the world's highest court, to be involved in genocide? Or is this really about U.S. strategic interests? U.S. strategic interests have not been well served by the 35, 40 military bases the U.S. has around the region. All of this goes back to what the U.S. did in Iraq to a very large extent. And therefore, the U.S. really needs to listen to people like Trita Parsi and others to look at what are we doing in the Middle East. Is this really the best thing for America's well-being? Or are we serving the interests of Israelis? And if we are, why are we doing that?
Yeah, those are some great questions right there. You know, it's like, what is going on? You know, like I said, the world is watching. You know, they have a right to feel how they feel as well. You know, there's truth. There's two sides to every story. You know, there's only one truth. So we gotta bring both sides together. Yo, this shit is crazy. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments down below.
Here's an interesting headline and story. U.S. drone attack. What is Tower 22 and why are U.S. troops in Jordan? So, dozens of troops from the American Empire were injured. Several were killed at this outpost in northeast Jordan. For reference, northeast Jordan is here, right above my head. Okay. And for reference, Iran is over here. 3-4 countries away. Okay. All of these stars are just some of the U.S. military bases. And look at this headline. Even without aircraft carriers, the U.S. has Iran surrounded. Okay? But it turns out they thought it was theirs. They didn't do anything about this drone that was coming towards this outpost because they assumed it was one of their drones that they were sending to kill people. Not that it was sent by someone else to kill them. So they just let it through, and then, of course, it killed them. So a group from Iraq took credit for this, saying they were the ones responsible. They targeted bases in Syria and Jordan, and then an oil facility. And so Iraq, of course, is here, above my head. Okay, so you've got Jordan, Iraq. Iraq attacked Jordan. Guess who Biden is blaming? Biden says, despite the fact that this was an Iraqi group attacking Jordan, we are going to respond towards Iran. Because it's really them that's behind this. Doesn't that sound familiar? Why is Iraq the way that it is today? Is there a connection there? Can you remember? Was there something that happened? Was there something that happened in America that was perpetrated by people from Saudi Arabia who funded people in Afghanistan to do something in America? And then America instead of responding to the people behind it, responded to a totally different group of people who it blamed, who were somehow involved, somehow related. No, wait, they have secret weapons of mass destruction. We need to attack them. Not the people who actually did it, not the people who actually funded it, some totally different group. I think I've heard this song before. And by the way, we're still down here bombing Yemen. And they're saying it's going to be a year of that. And we were just found guilty as co-conspirators for what we're funding over here.
That is an interesting story, right? Like, I don't know. The things just got deeper. Like, after seeing them three, soldiers, like, yeah, what are they doing over there? Where they were, I know a lot of things are top secret and stuff like that, but looking at the map and with the news that's just rolling in like every day these days, it's a good question. What do you think?
Planetary alignment and resonance.
And the physical feeling of being in the churches when these things are running in full power is beyond description.
Really?
Particularly when all the planets are lined up.
Wow.
Scares the organists. The whole church sounds like it's going to come apart. The organists start to lose control. The whole thing gets wrapped up into the cosmic event. And it just goes wild. And it leaves the audience in complete shock. Thousands of people just like stunned in shock. They had a grand organ concert at Grace Cathedral in San Francisco right during the planetary alignment. That church was smart. They played that whole solar cycle. They did a series of 12 organ concerts. Half of the music was Bach. And it got nearer and nearer the planetary alignment. The performances started becoming more and more stunning. And larger quantities of people started showing up. So finally, the last one, there's only one seat to sit in the whole church, where all the phases line up. We'd always get those seats beforehand, hours beforehand, to make sure they were reserved.
Your family?
No, me and David.
Oh, here?
Yeah, in San Francisco, David Franklin.
So they had an organ.
We were doing that whole Sonoma State study, and the organ concert series was in that exact sync with the solar flares. And you were there at every one of those concerts, and they just lit that church up. We spent days preparing for these events, hiking around.
Yo, that's so crazy. The thought of an organ making a church rumble due to the planetary alignment, right? Full packed church, everyone's scared. Yo, that's crazy. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of that.
Why do we see no wires on the pylons of the old world? Today our streets are filled with these pylons with wires, but the ancients seem to have no wires. In fact, they were harnessing free energy. Have you ever noticed the metal balls which are on all of the ancient buildings? We probably still have them now. These metal balls were filled with mercury, and on top of them was an antenna which was harnessing the electromagnetic energy. This energy was then sent to the mercury, and watch what happens with mercury. This would cause the mercury to spin and create free energy. The word cathedral comes from cathedral, anode and the cathode, because it's creating electricity. All of these buildings around the world all had the same antennas. This is because it was the great Tartarian Empire. Take a look for yourself.
Yeah, that was Whisper Media, bringing a great question to surface. Why didn't they have any wires? I didn't see any. I wonder if countries overseas still use this energy. So I see a lot of cathedrals, right? Pictures and stuff, like on Google. Let me know in the comments down below. You think they still using it? Is the big joke on us? Let me know.
Those, the ether energy. Antenna, amplifier, resonating moderator. You can see they had lamps. Let's enjoy together the beauty of the ether gathering technology of the old world. Cathedrals are not what they want us to believe. Ether is a gift from God to mankind. Unlimited free safe energy in harmony with nature.
Activation.
Connexion. Connexion. Activation.
Nothing new under the sun. Question everything then. Share the truth.
I always heard of the word the ethers. Always thought it meant something else. Now I see where the word is coming from. Yo, that was crazy. Right? Just breaking it down. It's eye-opening, mind-bending. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think?
Amidst the whispers of time, an enigma beckons. The tale of the forgotten Tartarians. Their existence was once vibrant, their creations awe-inspiring, yet shrouded in mystery. A mystery that asks a haunting question. But why would their legacy be erased from the annals of history? What secrets could have led to such a deliberate act? Could it be that they uncovered truths that threatened the established order? Secrets too powerful to remain in the light? Or did their advancements lead them to realms beyond our understanding? As modern minds connect the fragments, a narrative emerges, one that challenges the boundaries of human understanding. But with every step towards the truth, a sense of unease lingers. Whispers suggest that the shadows that erased them still cast their reach. The answers lie within the void they left behind, in the gaps of history waiting to be unveiled. In the end, we must ask ourselves, what secrets did the Tartarians guard, and who sought to keep them hidden? Did Nikola Tesla really know the secret behind the pyramids? According to Tesla, the pyramids were more than just ancient tombs or architectural marvels. He believed that they held a hidden power, a mysterious energy source waiting to be unlocked. Tesla speculated that the pyramids were designed to harness and transmit wireless energy, tapping into the Earth's natural electromagnetic field. In his view, these majestic structures acted as gigantic power plants, capable of transmitting energy across vast distances. Imagine a world where electricity flowed freely, wirelessly, without the need for cumbersome cables or grids. Tesla envisioned a future where the pyramid's technology could be harnessed, revolutionizing the way we power our world. While Tesla's theory remains speculative, it challenges us to think beyond conventional wisdom. It sparks curiosity and invites us to explore the mysteries of the past. So the next time you gaze upon the pyramids, let yourself wonder, could there be more to these ancient wonders than meets the eye?
I think there's definitely something more than meets the eye when it comes to the pyramids. I definitely think Tesla was on something.
You're looking at a plasma discharge coming from an ancient spire somewhere in Asia. While you are looking at this, I want you to ask yourself, is it possible there was something much more going on with the ancient cathedrals and religious structures surrounding the planet? Were these incredibly complex and intricate structures really just built for their beauty, just to look at? Some people don't think so, including serious electrical engineers like Eric Dollard. Anyone who has studied antenna design sees a shocking similarity between some of the spires on these structures and antennas. It took us less than 200 years to go from absolutely no electricity to the entire world running off of electricity. Is it possible that somewhere in the past we have gotten to this point before and simply lost the technology due to war or catastrophe? Do these spires really look like Christian crosses to you, or are they more likely some sort of technology? They certainly do not look Christian.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like the top of a dojo or something in Japan. Plasma. I've never seen no shit like that. Let me know in the comments down below. You see any footage of discharge from the antenna?
Ether, the elusive fifth element, was once believed to fill the void of space and act as the medium through which light and energy propagated. It was thought to be a wave traveling through its undulating fabric. However, scientific advances, particularly the Michelson-Morley experiment, challenged this notion. The experiment indicated the absence of the hypothesized ether wind, shaking the foundation of its existence. The concept of the luminiferous ether gave way to the theory of relativity, which revolutionized our understanding of space. This theory suggested that space and time are relative to the observer, and that the speed of light is constant in all directions. The theory of relativity also introduced the concept of space-time, a four-dimensional continuum that combines space and time. Yet echoes of the ether's wave-like nature linger. Quantum field theories now suggest that empty space is anything but empty, buzzing with virtual particles and fluctuating fields. These quantum fluctuations evoke the faint whisper of the ether's presence. As we explore the cosmic expanse, we're reminded of the ether's legacy. It symbolizes the evolving nature of science, how once-held truths can transform into new insights. Though the ether's waves may have faded from scientific consensus, their ripples continue to inspire our quest to understand the mysteries of space.
What is ether? Ether is a unique essence of life force energy that flows through the universe and most of existence. The source of quintessence, chi, aura, and mana. It is the mystical celestial element that is also known as the fifth element. Fire, water, earth, air, and ether. In Plato's Timaeus, speaking on the topic of air, Plato mentions that they are the most translucent kind, which is called by the name of ether. One claim is that the ether is the pure essence that the mythological gods lived and breathed in the same way humans did with air. Another claim is that the ether is a force used by God himself to create the universe. Another reference would be in the Hermeticist book, the Kybalion, that not only explains its nature, but the plane it comes from. There have been many claims and theories made by alchemists, philosophers, and scientists, such as Nikola Tesla and Dayton Miller, that confirm the ether's existence. Ether is the medium for every electromagnetic wave, from radio waves to gamma rays. Ether exists in elemental, cosmic, and spiritual forces. This is also recorded in the Kybalion's entries.
As we see, there's a lot of translations to what ether is. Some think this, some think that. I don't know what I think about it. I'm still learning about it. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments down below.
This was how the buildings of the old world was powered, harnessing the free energy from the ether above. This is displayed here in a mountain in Saudi Arabia, and in the right conditions, you too can experience the power of the ether at your fingertips. Free and unlimited energy all around us. Yet free and energy are two words that'll never go together for the elites today. There is no profit in combining those two words. It is a big part alone why so much of our past has been deliberately hidden. It's profits over people in today's world. It used to be the exact opposite. Question everything, friends.
That was really amazing. I had the power on his tips. That building it was on top of, like it was ancient, like one of those cathedral kind of, right? It's like they know about it. That's why they was up there, right? It's probably been passed down from their parents and stuff. Bro, that's crazy. That was crazy. I want to try that. That's on the bucket list now. That's on the bucket list. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you seen that and would you try it?
They are hiding the real fifth element. Real fifth element is spirit, which is ether. Ether gives birth to the other four elements. In fact, the four elements are the four vibrational states of the ether. Spirit, or ether, is the most important one. This is why it's on the top of the pentagram. So when you see the satanic pentagram, it's an inverted pentagram with spirit on the bottom. Because Satanists are inverts. They don't care about spirit. They are materialists. What is the ether? The ether is the etheric energy double of this physical world. Everything physical has an energy body behind it. It's connecting the physical world to the dream world, the astral plane. The word either comes from ether, because either is connecting two scenarios with language. I either support Manchester United or Liverpool. It's the same thing. The ether is connecting the physical world to the astral world. The link is in the bio for this PDF.
I believe that God actually exists. Except the God that exists, that created this universe and the multiverse, not in the Quran, not in the Torah, not in the Talmud, not in the Bible, not in the Sumerian tablets, not in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, not in the Mahabharata, not in the Bhagavad Gita, not in the Indian Vedas, not in the Epic of Atrahasis, not in the Epic of Gilgamesh. I can go on and on and on. Not in the Code of Hammurabi, not in the myth of Adapa. I can keep going. And guess what, guys? I'm one of the foremost world leader in the knowledge on ancient texts and tablets, scriptures, papyruses, and cylinder scrolls. And guess what? In all the ones I've gone through, over thousands over the years, not one of them is speaking about the creator of the universe, which is real. I acknowledge that. Matter of fact, so did the Anunnaki. They claimed to know that they were going to get in trouble for what they did on this planet by the creator of all, which tells you that they knew they weren't the creator of all, that there was somebody even above them. An entity, an energy, a life force of something above them that had a say-so, and they would have to find judgment one day. So they knew they weren't God, even though they masqueraded as God. They became the gods of the Torah and the Talmud and the Bible and the Quran and all these texts. The Elohim, which means plural, gods with an S.
Yo, man, he knows his shit, man. Sumerian names, that, all these different tablets, and yo, you know, hey, until you got that same amount of knowledge, shit, you know what I mean? I'm still learning about all this. So me, I'm just listening, soaking it all in. You know, that's what we gotta do, listen. And besides, it's for entertainment purposes only. You know, this is what we listen to. This is what we do. This is how we kick back. We throw back thoughts and, you know, build and chop shit up, you know? That's what we do. Facts.
Why did God create Satan even though he can see the future? Because you know how God can see all things, right? So the debate was, why would he create Lucifer even though he knows all of the angels would blah, 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 right? Now check this out. All of God's angels, the main angels are who? Gabriel, Daniel, Raphael, right? All of these angels, they end in what? L. Lucifer ends in what? L? It's not an L. R. Lucifer. Lucifer is the only one that fell. You know, check this out, fam. So the theory is he created because as a choice. So I know you're gonna fail, but let's just see if you prove me wrong type of thing. Because it's just free will. It's literally just free will. It's like you being a father to a son and letting him choose by himself if he's gonna be doing good or bad. Yeah. Because you gave him that choice of being free. The option.
Now, because do you think God, he forces like a root on us, but like even though there's another root, he doesn't play God? You know what I mean?
No. I think everybody has a root and everybody's meant to do something, but at the end of the day, there's many.
He's not gonna butt in and put you on that route, but you're gonna have to make the
exactly.
Because two paths may just lead into one destination.
Yeah, that was a great conversation, right? Why would he create him if he knew he was gonna do all this? Hey, free will, right? We all have it. Let's make the best of it.
You're talking about a being that's so highly intelligent that he is one notch below the creator of the universe. His IQ is astronomical, off the charts. A human is dumber than a rock to this entity. And you're telling me that this entity with all this intellect, all this intelligence, all this power is going to follow every word that's written in this book to the T, to its own demise. Yes. I said, you know, I have a problem with that. I don't think that's accurate. What I do believe is that this entity has helped to construct and organize this book in this particular format and way that it is, so that the majority of the people on the planet would follow it and chase it and pray to him and follow it to their own demise. And his brain caught on fire. What Christians don't understand is they're actually following and chasing and praying to the actual Satan, the same one that they're actually running from.
And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed tonight's rabbit hole. And if you haven't already, please take a second just to smash that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, just to make sure the algorithm knows what's up. So what we gonna do, y'all? That's right. Run these numbers up. Thanks again. Until next time.